Today let's see a question on internal reconstruction. Now this question says pass journal entries and prepare the reconstruction account and the balance sheet after reconstruction. A Limited decided to reconstruct its business as it has accumulated huge losses. Its assets and liabilities as on 31st March 2019 are given below. You have 3 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid, amount is 30 lakhs. You have 1,60,000 6% preference shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid, amount is 16 lakhs. 6% debentures which are secured against land and building, 15 lakhs. Bank overdraft, creditors, you're given provision for tax, goodwill, patents, land and building, plant and machinery, investments, debtors and stock. The additional information says following scheme of reconstruction was done. Firstly, all equity shares and preference shares are reduced to rupees 3 and rupees 7 each respectively. Debenture holders agree to take over a part of land, book value of which is rupees 7 lakhs towards their 50% claim. Rate of interest of balance 50% debentures was increased to 9%. Thirdly, goodwill, patent and P&L are written off. 10% debtors are to be provided for bad debts and stock to be written off by rupees 2,60,000. 50% of the land and building sold for rupees 6 lakhs and remaining valued at rupees 6 lakhs. Investments sold for rupees 2 lakhs and 1/3 creditors decided to forego their claims. There are pending contracts amounting to 10 lakh which are cancelled on payment at the rate of 5% of pending contract amount. Tax liability likely to be settled at rupees 3,06,000 and provision accordingly increased. And lastly, it says after making above adjustments, balance amount available through the scheme is to be utilized to write off value of the plant and machinery to that extent. So let's see, it is asking the journal entries and reconstruction account. So the first, let's see the journal entries point wise. First point says all equity shares and preference shares are reduced to rupees 3 and rupees 7 each respectively. So this is a case of decrease in the paid up value as well as the face value. Initially your value was the value of the share, one share was 10 rupees and it was fully paid. And now you are saying all equity shares are reduced to rupees 3. So that means 7 rupees per equity share is foregone. So this is a decrease in the paid up value. Plus you are making this equity share which was previously of 10 rupees now equal to the face value of 3 rupees. So this is leading to reduction of share capital with decrease in the face value as well as the decrease in the paid up value. So which category this reduction belongs to? I hope you have understood that. So the first entry would be, let's do the entry for equity shares. So equity share, with the old face value you debit back and with the new face value you credit, and the rest will go to the reconstruction account. And the amount would be, you have 3 lakh equity shares into 3 would be coming in the equity share capital, credited to the equity share capital, and 7 will be going to the reconstruction account. So you have 30 lakhs of capital. 30 lakhs of capital has now been changed to 9 lakhs of capital and 21 lakhs have gone or transferred to the reconstruction account. Similar is the case with the preference shares. You had 6% preference share capital. The previous face value was 10 rupees and the number of shares were 1,60,000. So this 10 rupees is now changed to 7. So you have preference share capital 7 rupees and the rest goes to the reconstruction account. So you have 1.6 lakh shares into 7 going to the share capital, which is 11 lakh 20,000. The total capital being 16 lakhs. And the rest is going to reconstruction account, that is 4,80,000. You can simultaneously make reconstruction account because the question is asking you to prepare the reconstruction account, or you can do it later on. Secondly, it says debenture holders agree to take over a part of land. Now debenture holders or debentures are having an amount of 15 lakhs due to them. So, and they are secured against land and building. It says debenture holders agree to take over a part of the land, book value of which is 7 lakhs, towards their 50% claim. Means the debenture holders amount is 15 lakhs, total amount is 15 lakhs, divided into 50% and 50%, that is half. This half, that is 7.5. 7.5 is, for 7.5, the settlement is through land and building. They are given the land and building whose book value is 7 lakhs. So this liability of 7.5 lakhs is getting settled by giving an asset worth of only 7 lakhs. So 50,000 is a sort of a sacrifice on behalf of the debenture holders, which will obviously going to the reconstruction account. So this part till here says it is taking over the part of land, book value of which is 7 lakhs towards their 50% claim. The rate of interest of balance 50% debentures was increased to 9%. That is, these debentures whose rate of interest was 6%. This was 6%. Now the rest 50%, they have been issued now 9% debentures. So we are going to do the entries for this. So the whole 6% debentures are settled and 50% is given land and building, but whose value is only 7 lakhs. The sacrifice from this 50% will go to the reconstruction account to the extent of 50,000, and the rest 50% you are issuing 9% debentures, 7,50,000. So 7.5 and 7.5 makes 15 lakhs. So this is how you have settled 15 lakhs debentures. The next point says goodwill, patent and P&L have been written off. So you will be writing them off by using the amount which you have gathered in the reconstruction account. Now, if you go through the list of information given over here, there is no P&L. There is no P&L account given over here. So it basically means that you are supposed to make a provision, what we call as the provisional balance sheet, and we will check whether the two sides of the balance sheet equates to each other, and if they are not, then the balancing figure will be taken as the balance towards P&L account. So over here we will have to, before we can go further, we will have to do one thing, that is make a provisional balance sheet. And just, since it is a provisional balance sheet, you can just make it in this T format. Now quickly we'll just see the credit side. You have 3 lakh equity shares, so equity share capital is 30 lakhs. Your preference share capital is 16 lakhs. You have 6% debentures, 15 lakhs. You have bank overdraft, 5,80,000. You have creditors, 12 lakhs. Provision for tax, 2 lakhs. Goodwill, 5,20,000. Patents, land, patents is 1,50,000. Land is 17 lakhs. Plant, 2 lakhs. Investments at cost, 2,20,000. Debtors, 17,40,000. And you have stock, 17 lakhs. Now when you total it out, when you total out both the sides of the balance sheet, then you will be able to find out that there is a debit balance of P&L, which is the balancing figure over here, which is coming out to be 18,50,000 with a total of 80,80,000. So this is how you're going to calculate the hidden information about the debit balance of the P&L account. Now, the point which we were discussing was saying goodwill, patent and P&L should be written off. Now you have made 3 credits in your previous entry. Till now you have made 3 credits to the reconstruction account. Now and one of the points over here also says that after making all the above adjustments, balance amount available through the scheme, which means the balancing figure in the reconstruction account mainly, is to be utilized to write off the value of the plant and machinery. Now if you are doing a journal entry over here, that means you need to balance out and find out the balancing figure in the debits, the total of all the debits and versus total of all the credits to be done in the reconstruction account. So what you can do is, since the question is already asking you the preparation of the reconstruction account, you can simultaneously just prepare the reconstruction account as well. So we'll quickly see the reconstruction account. Now reconstruction account, we have already credited the reconstruction account for equity shares and for preference shares and regarding the debentures. So So we'll just post first before going forward. We'll just post the entries in the reconstruction account. So you have equity share capital 21 lakhs. Then you have preference share capital 4,80,000, and you have 6% debentures. The 6% debentures to the extent of 50,000. Now we would like to do the entry of writing off the different losses or intangible assets together, maybe in a separate entry. So for the time being, I'm just leaving this particular entry, leaving this particular point. Let's go to the next point. 10% debt is to be provided for bad debts. This also we'll do together. And the stock is to be written off. This also needs a debit to the reconstruction account. So point number 3 and point number 4, I am for the time being leaving, and we'll do the entries together. 50% of the land sold for 6 lakhs. Now, we just saw the settlement of debentures, in which we have given away a part of land and building. Now let's see land and building, regarding land and building. Now land and building is given to you, the total balance in the given information was 17 lakhs. So you had 17 lakhs of land and building with you, out of which you have given to the debenture holders some part whose book value was 7 lakhs. So the rest, 17 minus 7, the rest is left out, which is equal to 10 lakhs. Now read the point. It says 50% of the land and building. So we are talking of obviously the rest, because the book value worth 7 lakhs has already been taken away by the debenture holders. So 50% of the left out, that is 10 lakhs, is sold for 6 lakhs. This is sold, half of it, 50%, is sold for 6 lakhs, and remaining valued at 6 lakhs, and remaining, sorry, not 6 lakhs, it is this is the sold amount. Half of it is 5 lakhs, which you have sold for 6 lakhs, and the rest half, that is 5 lakhs, rest half, and remaining valued at rupees 6 lakhs. So you have done an appreciation of this 5 lakhs, neither sold nor given to the debenture holders, and you have appreciated 1 lakh in this. So these are the 2 points in relation to land and building. I repeat, the total land and building available to you was 17 lakhs. This we are dividing into 2 parts. One part we are giving to the debenture holders, whose book value was 7 lakhs. The liability of the debenture holders was 7.5. We just did the entry for that. 7.5 was to the extent of 7 lakhs you gave the land and building, and 50% was the sacrifice done by them, which we have transferred to the reconstruction account. So this whole thing is regarding the same, and the rest is left out is 10 lakhs. It says 50% of the land and building of the rest, that is 5 lakhs, is sold for 6 lakhs. So you made a profit of 1 lakh over here, and remaining valued at rupees 6 lakhs. So the rest 5 lakhs was valued. There is an appreciation in the fixed assets to the extent of again 1 lakh. So with this, we do the next entry. we will sell 50%. We have sold 50%, that is 50% of 10 lakhs, which is 5 lakhs. And over here you have gained 1 lakh, and this profit we will transfer not to the capital reserve or somewhere else, or P&L or anywhere else. You will transfer this over here to the reconstruction account. So this is, you have received, of course, 6 lakhs. So this is regarding the sale, and this is regarding the sale of part of the land and building. And next we will do regarding the appreciation in the value of land and building, value of 50% of the land and building left out. So you will increase, you will debit the asset, of course, with the differential amount 1 lakh, and of course this is a gain, and this gain revaluation reserve, this is a revaluation reserve which we are actually over here transferring to the reconstruction account. Just like in a normal case, that is if it's not a case of reconstruction account, then internal reconstruction, it's a normal case and you're doing a normal appreciation in any of the fixed assets, you take it to the revaluation reserve, the profit to the appreciation to the revaluation reserve. Now over here you are not doing that, you are taking that to the reconstruction account to the extent of 1 lakh. So this is about 5th point. The 6th says investment sold for rupees 2 lakh, and 1/3 of the creditors decided to forgo their claims. So investments were 2,20,000 and you have sold them for 2 lakh. So there is a book value is 2,20,000. So there is a loss, and you will write away this loss through the amount which is available to you in the your reconstruction account. So you have received only 2 lakhs. Your asset, that is investment, was worth 2,20,000, and the difference will go to the reconstruction account. And further it says about creditors, this is about creditors, that the creditors, the 1/3 creditors decided to forgo their claims. The creditors were 12 lakhs. So 4 lakh was foregone. So this 4 lakhs, of course, is a sacrifice, and you will be using this sacrifice for settling some other liability, and we will transfer this to the reconstruction account. The next point says there are pending contracts. There is no information about any pending contract over here. That means it's a sort of a contingent liability which has not been shown as part of the main in the form of any account. There is no ledger account being created over here against this. So there are pending contracts amounting to 10 lakhs which are cancelled. So this was a sort of a contingent liability and it has now been cancelled, but the cancellation is coming with a penalty amounting to 10 lakhs which are cancelled on payment at the rate of 5% of pending contract amount. So this is a sort of a penalty which you are supposed to now pay. in order to cancel out this pending contract. I repeat, the pending contract amount was 10 lakhs. You were supposed to enter into this contract which was pending. So since it was pending, it was not a full-fledged liability which could be reflected in through some ledger account, but which now has been cancelled, and you are allowed to cancel it by saying by paying some penalty, and the penalty payment is to the extent of 5% of the pending contract amount. So this of course was not recorded through any, you cannot see any ledger account against this, so it was not a recorded liability. So now any recorded liability which now is to be paid through the reconstruction account. So we will just say that you will reduce back, since you have not created any pending contract account or any other account, none of the ledger accounts have been created regarding the same contract. So therefore you're not going to debit any liability, because no liability was reflected in the information given in the question. So what you are going to do is you're just going to reduce the reconstruction account and say you have made the payment out of it. So this is sort of a liability which was not recorded earlier and which has now become an actual liability. It was a contingent liability earlier, and now it has become partially a sort of a liability. Partially in the sense, I'm saying partially because the amount involved was 10 lakhs and now you're just paying 5% of it, which is just 50,000. So you have only 50,000 to pay. Now the next thing is about tax liability likely to be settled at 3,06,000 and provision accordingly increased. So this also needs a debit to the reconstruction account. So let's leave this also. We will do that together. And it says, after making above adjustments, balance amount available through the scheme to be utilized to write off the value of the plant and machinery to that extent. So now we need the balancing figure left out in the reconstruction account, and whatever the balancing figure, we would be using that balancing figure of the reconstruction account in writing off value of the plant and machinery to whatever amount we are left with. That is to that extent. So for this, you need to prepare the reconstruction account. We have already till the third point we have already done it. The fourth point is regarding the sale of land and building, out of which we had 1 lakh. The fifth point, you are having again appreciation in the land and building, again of 1 lakh. The sixth point, you are having a debit, that is a loss happened by sale of investment. The creditors have foregone, so this is a credit to the extent of 4 lakhs. And again, you have paid a penalty for the pending contracts to the extent of 50,000 plus. Now let's do simultaneously all the points which we have left out, for which a debit was required. The first was goodwill, patent and P&L. Goodwill is 520 and patent is 150. 520 patent 150. You will also post this in the reconstruction account. Then you have P&L. The balance, the debit balance was 18,50,000. So my third point is done. The fourth point, 10% debtors to be provided for bad debts. Debtors are 17,40,000 to 1,74,000. Provision for debtors. Provision for bad debts, 1,74,000. Stock is to be written off to the extent of 2,60,000. 2,60,000. So my fourth point is done. And then it says the tax liability likely to be settled at 3,06,000 and provision accordingly increased. The provision tax right now is 2 lakhs and you need to increase it to 3,60,000. Sorry, 3,06,000. So provision for tax 3,06,000 minus 2, 1,06,000, and tax provision 1,06,000. Now when you total it out, this is coming out to be 32,30,000, and the balancing figure now we are left with is going to be used towards writing of the plant and machinery, and that amount is coming out to be 1 lakh. So this is how this point is to be settled through making the re-elevation account and making this particular entry where you are writing off plant to the extent of 1 lakh. The total of this will come as 30,54,000. Why not 32? Because we have already debited 20,000 on this side already. And 50,000 over here. Now with this you can, though the question is not asking you can make a bank account because there was a bank overdraft. The bank overdraft of 5,80,000. Now let's see the bank entries. Of course, there is a penalty which you are paying. Reconstruction account 50,000 is a penalty you are paying. Then you are receiving 2 lakhs out of investment, sale of investment. You have sold land. You have sold land to the extent of 6 lakhs. And that's it. So no, there is of course 5 lakhs and 1 lakh. 1 lakh is going to the reconstruction account when you sold land. So mainly this is 8 lakhs. And over here you have the carried down amount of 1 lakh, 70,000. Now you need to prepare the bank account because you have to prepare the balance sheet. Now quickly we'll see the balance sheet. Now balance sheet I've already prepared. It says you have the shareholders funds, share capital. Let's see the share capital. You have issued, subscribed and fully paid. Initially you had 3 lakh equity shares and 1,60,000 6% preference shares of 10 each both. So now you have 3 lakh equity shares of 10 each reduced to rupees equity shares of rupees 3 each, and you will say as per the scheme of reconstruction. So in the notes to accounts you will mention as per the scheme of reconstruction. The amount is 9 lakhs. And similarly, if the case with your preference shares, you had 1,60,000 6% preference shares, 1,60,000 6% preference shares of 10 each, which will now be converted to 7. So this is 1,60,000 6% preference shares of 10 each reduced to 6% preference shares of 7 each as per the scheme of reconstruction. This comes out to be 11,20,000. This becomes 20,20,000. So 20,20,000 is coming in the amount column. Then you have non-current liabilities. You had long-term borrowings, debentures, which is explained in notes to account number 2. You have 6% debentures, which is now being converted to 9% debentures. You have changed the value, your rate of interest to, and amount is 7.5 lakhs. So you have 7.5 lakhs. You have current liabilities, trade payables, creditors, and the short-term provisions regarding the tax over here. So you have trade payables. Creditors is 8 lakhs. Creditors 1/3 is already foregone. So you are left with 8 lakhs. You have short-term provisions. Provision was increased from 2 lakhs to 3,06,000. And the total is coming out to be 38,76,000. Similarly, if you see the asset side, there are non-current assets, fixed assets, tangible assets. You have the following tangible assets. You have land and building, into which you have done appreciation as per the scheme of, you will just mention as per the scheme of reconstruction. Land and building was 5 lakh left out. Initially you had, I'll repeat, 17 lakhs, out of which 7 lakh was given to debenture holders, 10 lakh left, 5 lakh was sold to with the amount of 6 lakhs, and the book value of 5 lakhs was appreciated to 6 lakhs. So you will start with 5 lakhs left over, and you will say add appreciation being done as per the reconstruction scheme 1 lakh, so that makes 6 lakhs. Then you have plant and machinery, and the plant and machinery, the left out part we just wrote off to the extent of 1 lakh, so that makes 1 lakh left out, the total being 7 lakhs. On over here you have 7 lakhs. Regarding the intangible assets, you have already written off quite a lot of them, and you have goodwill. You had goodwill 5.2 lakhs, which you have written off under the scheme of reconstruction, 5.2 lakhs nil. You will be showing this nil amount. Anything which gets converted into nil, which was earlier existing in the balance sheet, you will show, and the explanation for the same why it converted to a nil amount. So similarly, the patents 1.5 lakhs have been written off through the scheme of reconstruction, and you are having a nil amount. So you will say nil. The current assets, you have stock. In the current assets, you have stock in trade written off by the extent of 2,60,000 given in the question. So that makes out 14.4 lakhs. So this is 14.4 lakhs. Trade receivables, that is the debtors over here, will be was having 17,40,000, out of which you have provided for bad debts to the extent of 1,74,000. You are left with 15,66,000. So that is coming from to 15,66,000, and then last is cash. We just made the bank account, and that is having a balance of 1,70,000, which is coming and reflected over here. So this is your balance sheet, and I hope this is all clear to you.